Hello everyone, this is Lady Manu coming to you again with writing equations of the lines in slope-intercept form, but in point-slope formula, and probably it could be in standard form just as well. But we're going to really focus on these two, a point-slope form and slope-intercept form, and I make suggestion on which way is the best way, okay? So here we go. I'm gonna do the examples. You could do the practice. I'm not gonna do the practice. Okay. You could do this. You will get this paper when you come to class. Okay. So here we go. Write the equation of the line from a graph. Okay. And you probably say, why didn't you read this? I didn't read this because it's gonna take some time. You can read it. Okay. But here we go. If you're given a graph and you want to write the equation of the line, remember slope-intercept form or point-slope form will be great because for both. Well, for both of these, you need a slope. Okay, you need slope. Okay, for both you need slope. Okay. Now you probably say, well, what if they give me the y-intercept? If they give you the y-intercept, you can use either one, but slope-intercept form. Yeah, but you got to have a slope for both. Okay. So here we go. If I have a graph, then what I would do, I would see if I had the y-intercept. In this case, here's the y-intercept is 3. Okay, so here I know my y-intercept, which we labeled as b. I know that's 3. And you should say, oh, I know which formula she's using. You're right. In this case, I'm using y equals mx plus b, the slope-intercept form, because I had the y-intercept. Don't have to guess. Now I need the slope. So the slope, I'm going to do the rise over the run. I'm going to actually use the y-intercept, and I'm going to go ahead and use the x-intercept in this case because it crosses. I'm looking for integers. I'm not looking for decimal because it's infinite amount of points on this line, but I'm choosing the ones that is not. I'm trying to make sure I zoom in so you can see this a little better. Okay. So I'm trying to find the ones that doesn't have decimal, and here it crosses at 2. Okay. So therefore, I know that's the x-intercept. So I'm like, okay, for the slope, I know in this case, when you're doing a graph, I know the slope is going to be the rise over the run. Okay, it's the changes of y over the changes of x. Okay, that's what I'm doing here. So I put a negative there. I actually put the fraction bar there, but now when I saw it's decreasing from left to right, I know it's a negative slope, because from left to right, it's decreasing. So I know it's going to be negative. And here, I'm going to go ahead and put a fraction bar. So I know I'm rising 1, 2, 3. So I'm put 3 for the numerator because that's my change of y. That's my rise. My run is going to be 1, 2. So my change of x is 2. So I have my slope is negative 3/2, and my y-intercept is 3. So now I'm just substituting in those values for m and for b, the y-intercept. So the slope m is negative 3/2, write my variable x, plus b, which is a positive 3, and I'm done. Bam. Okay. You're like, what? That's all? Yes, that's it. So now that's example 1. In practice 1, you do it the same way. Same process. Okay. So now let's look at example 2. Example 2, they gave me 2 points. Now, since they gave me 2 points, I'm going to write it, I'm going to use slope-intercept form because neither one of these points are the y-intercept. So I'm going to find the slope using the slope formula, m equals y sub 1 minus y sub 2 over x of 1 minus x of 2, the changes of y over the changes of x. Okay, so I'm going to say this is my first point here. I'm going to say y is negative 9. Okay, the subtraction comes with the formula. My y sub 2 is negative 29. My x of 1 is negative 6. The formula tells me right subtraction. My x of 2 is negative 11. Okay. You make sure, look what I have here, 9, negative 9, negative x. Negative 6 is for the x. So I got negative 6 for x, negative 9 for y. Negative 11 for x, negative 29 for y. They have to be corresponding values. So now I am going to simplify this to get my slope. This right here, a subtract a negative, that's positive. Subtract a negative is positive. Okay? So therefore, I have here that m, my slope, is negative 9 plus 29. Negative 9 plus 29 is 20. Negative 6 plus 11 is 5. You can't leave it in proper fraction without being simplified, or proper fraction being simplified. You have to simplify it, whether it's proper fraction or improper fraction. So 20 divided by 5 is 4. So my slope is 4. So now all I'm going to do, I'm going to say I'm going to use the slope-intercept, not slope-intercept form. I'm not going to use slope-intercept form because they did not give me the y-intercept. Okay, I got the slope and I got points. So I'm going to use the point slope formula, because for the point slope formula, all I need is a slope and a point, 1 point, and I'm good. So I'm going to say y minus, you can use either one of these points, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm going to say, well, I'm going to use the first one. I'm going to say y minus negative 9 equals the slope 4 times x minus negative 6. Use either one, it doesn't matter, sweeties. This right here is positive. This becomes positive because negative and negative, negative, negative. So I got y plus 9 equals 4 times x plus 6, and I'm done. Okay? So I used the point slope formula because I had 1 point and I had to find the slope. Since neither one of the points was a y-intercept, I'm going to use the slope-intercept form. Because if I use slope-intercept form, I would have to find the slope. Then I would have to find the y-intercept. And I didn't want to do it. Okay? And now from here, you could really just simplify for y, and you have it. You have it. But we didn't need it. So the way I did this problem, this is example 2. This is the way you would do your practice 2. Okay? The way I did example 2 is the way you would do practice 2. Okay? So here we go. Moving on to another example. Example 3. They gave me a slope and they gave me a point. Which one you think I'm going to use? Slope-intercept form, which I need the slope and the y-intercept, or the point slope formula, where I need the slope and a point? You're right. I'm going to use the point slope formula because I got the slope and I have a point. Okay? The point slope formula is y, so 1 minus y, so 2 equals the slope times x of 1 minus x of 2. Okay? So here we go. This is my x, this is my y. So I'm going to say y minus 12 equals the slope, which is negative 3, x minus the x value, which is 2. I'm done. I'm done. All I have to do is substitute in. This is like a z. All I have to do is substitute in the slope and the point. I'm done. You'd be like, well, what if they tell you to write a slope-intercept form? Then I would solve for y, and I'll be done. Okay. Cool. Okay. So the way I did example 3 is the way you would do practice 3. Example 4, they gave me a table. Okay. Now with the table, they gave you several points. You choose any points you want to. Okay. Now if they gave me a table, meaning they didn't give me the slope, I have to find the slope. Okay. So this one I can use the point slope formula, or I can use slope-intercept form. If they gave me the y-intercept, then I can use slope-intercept form really easily. If they